Aging brings wisdom, but let's be honest, it also brings some habits we'd rather not admit. Ever found yourself complaining a little too much, avoiding new technology, maybe even skipping personal hygiene some days? These habits creep in over time, often without us realizing it. And while they're common, they can hold us back from living our best lives. But here's the good news: you can break free. In this video, we'll uncover 12 unpleasant habits many seniors develop, why they happen, and most importantly, how to change them for the better. Whether it's negativity, isolation, or letting go of self-care, we'll tackle these challenges head-on with simple, effective solutions. Because aging should be about growth, not decline, and it's never too late to make a change. If you've ever caught yourself doing one of these, don't worry, you're not alone. Hit like if you relate, and subscribe for more tips on aging well, staying sharp, and living life to the fullest. Now let's dive in. Ever notice how some people always seem to have something negative to say? The weather is too hot, the news is terrible, their back hurts, and don't even get them started on how things used to be better. Sound familiar? Complaining can feel almost automatic, especially as we get older. And there's a reason for that. More life experience means more opinions. You've seen decades of change, and not all of it has been good. Maybe you've been through tough times, lost loved ones, or feel like the world is moving too fast. It's natural to voice frustrations, but here's the problem. Constant complaining doesn't just affect you, it affects the people around you. Friends, family, and even strangers start to tune out. Worse, negativity can reinforce itself, making you feel even more frustrated, isolated, and stuck in a cycle of dissatisfaction. So how do we fix it? Try this. Replace one complaint a day with something positive. Instead of saying, "The weather is awful," try, "At least I don't have to shovel snow today." Instead of, "The world is going downhill," say, "I'm grateful for the time I get to spend with family." Small shifts can retrain your brain to focus on what's good rather than what's wrong. Here's a challenge. For the next 24 hours, catch yourself when you complain and flip it into something positive. See how it changes your mood and how others respond to you. Be honest. Do you catch yourself doing this? Let us know in the comments. Ever been in a conversation where someone starts sharing way too much? Detailing their latest medical procedure, financial troubles, or family drama, whether you asked or not? Maybe you've even caught yourself doing it. As we get older, we tend to value deep, meaningful conversations more than small talk. We've been through a lot, and sharing personal experiences feels natural. Sometimes we also crave connection and don't realize we're oversharing in the process. But here's the problem. Not everyone wants or knows how to handle intense personal details, especially in casual conversations. Sharing too much, too soon, can make others uncomfortable, even if they don't say it. Instead of bringing people closer, it can push them away. So how do we fix this? A simple trick. Before sharing, ask yourself, would I want to hear this from someone else? Would you want a neighbor telling you the graphic details of their last surgery? Would you feel comfortable if an acquaintance spilled all their family drama on you? Would you be interested in hearing about someone's financial struggles in casual conversation? If the answer is no, consider saving that topic for close friends or family who genuinely care and want to listen. Instead, keep casual conversations light, engaging, and reciprocal. Ask the other person about their life, too. It's all about balance, sharing enough to connect, but not so much that it overwhelms. Have you ever been caught in a TMI moment on either side? Share your experience in the comments. Refusing to try new things. Do you find yourself eating the same meals, watching the same TV shows, or sticking to the same routine, day in and day out? If so, you're not alone. As we get older, familiarity feels comfortable, and stepping outside our comfort zone can seem unnecessary or even intimidating. But here's the problem. Avoiding new experiences can lead to mental stagnation. Our brains thrive on novelty. When we stop challenging ourselves, we risk becoming less engaged, less curious, and even more isolated. Over time, this can affect memory, mood, and overall well-being. Think about it. When was the last time you tried a new restaurant, learned a new skill, listened to a different genre of music, or met someone new? If it's been a while, don't worry. The solution is simple. Challenge yourself to try one new thing each week, no matter how small. Try a new food, even if it's just a different brand of coffee. Watch a new TV show instead of rewatching the same series. Take a different route on your daily walk. Say yes to an invitation you'd normally turn down. Learn a new skill, a language, a hobby, even a simple phone app. It doesn't have to be big, just different. Small changes keep your brain sharp, boost confidence, and make life more exciting. Who knows? You might discover a new favorite. So, here's your challenge. This week, try one new thing and tell us about it in the comments. Talking only about the past. Do you ever catch yourself saying, "back in my day"? Or telling the same old stories over and over? Maybe you love reminiscing about when life was simpler, music was better, and people had more manners. There's nothing wrong with nostalgia, it's comforting, and sharing memories is a great way to connect. But when every conversation revolves around the past, it can make you seem disconnected from the present. And honestly, it can get a little repetitive for those listening. Why does this happen? As we age, we naturally reflect more on life. Our past is filled with rich experiences, and sometimes it feels like there's more to look back on than to look forward to. But here's the truth. Focusing only on the past can limit your engagement with the present and future. How to fix it? Balance nostalgia with curiosity. Instead of only talking about what was, start exploring what is and what could be. Ask others about their lives. What excites them right now? Try something new, yes, even social media or a trending TV show. Stay engaged with current events, not just to criticize, but to understand. Set a goal for the future. Travel, learning, or even just a fun outing. Memories are wonderful, but life is still happening right now. The more curious and engaged you are, the more interesting and enjoyable your conversations will be. Be honest. Do you find yourself reminiscing a little too much? Drop a comment below. Overly harsh judgments. Ever found yourself thinking, "back in my day, people had manners," or "young people today just don't get it"? If so, you're not alone. Many seniors feel frustrated with how much the world has changed, whether it's technology, social norms, or even basic politeness. It's easy to see these shifts and think things were better before, and in some ways maybe they were. But here's the problem. Constant judgment creates distance between generations. Younger people may feel criticized instead of understood, leading to frustration on both sides. So, why does this happen? The world you grew up in had different values, expectations, and social norms. Change can feel overwhelming, and when something doesn't make sense, it's natural to default to judgment. But here's the truth. Every generation does things differently, not necessarily worse, just different. How to fix it? Next time you catch yourself judging, try this simple trick. Instead of dismissing something, ask, "Why do younger people do things this way?" Instead of, "Why are they always on their phones?" Ask what makes social media so important to them. Instead of "Nobody wants to work anymore," ask, "How has work culture changed and why?" Instead of "Kids today have no discipline," ask, "How is parenting different and what are the benefits?" Curiosity builds bridges, not walls. When you try to understand younger generations, conversations become more engaging, respectful, and meaningful. You might even learn something new. Have you ever been called too judgmental? Be honest. Drop a comment below. This next habit might surprise you. It's one we rarely admit. Have you ever skipped a shower because you just didn't feel like it? Or worn the same clothes a little too long? Maybe you used to take pride in your appearance, but lately it feels like too much effort. If so, you're not alone. Many seniors experience a decline in personal hygiene, and it's not just about being lazy. Why does this happen? Well, less energy. As we age, tasks like showering or doing laundry can feel exhausting. Depression or loneliness without social interaction, the motivation to look presentable can fade. Not seeing the point when you're not going out much, It's easy to think, who cares? But here's the issue. Poor hygiene can impact physical and mental health. It can lead to skin infections, dental problems, and even lower self-esteem. And let's be real, it can also affect how others interact with us. How to fix it? Start with small, manageable self-care routines. Make hygiene effortless. Keep cleansing wipes nearby, choose easy-to-wear clothing, and sit while showering if needed. Set reminders. A simple alarm can help establish a routine. Dress for yourself. Even if you're staying home, fresh clothes can boost your mood. Find a reason. Plan social outings or video calls to stay motivated. Taking care of yourself isn't just about appearances, it's about dignity and well-being. And even small efforts can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. Be honest, have you ever struggled with this? Drop a comment below. Look around your home. Are there stacks of old newspapers, broken appliances, or closets full of things you never use? Do you have drawers overflowing with just-in-case items that haven't been touched in years? If so, you might be holding on to more than you need, and you're not alone. Why does this happen? Emotional attachment. Some items hold memories, making it hard to let go. I might need it later mentality. The fear of waste keeps things piling up. Change is hard. Decluttering feels overwhelming, so it's easier to avoid. But here's the problem. Clutter creates stress. A messy home can make daily tasks harder, increase anxiety, and even be a safety hazard. And let's be honest, do you really want to leave a house full of stuff for your loved ones to deal with later? How to fix it? Try this simple rule. If you haven't used it in a year, donate or toss it. Start small. Pick one drawer, one shelf, or one box at a time. Set a timer. Spend just 15 minutes a day clearing clutter. Use the one in, one out rule. If you buy something new, get rid of something old. Donate instead of trashing. Knowing someone else can use it makes letting go easier. Remember, decluttering isn't about losing memories, it's about making room for a more peaceful, stress-free life. Be honest, what's one thing you know you should get rid of? Drop it in the comments. Health is one of the most important things we have, but too often people fall into one of two dangerous habits: taking too many medications or avoiding the doctor altogether. Do you know someone who pops pills for every little ache and pain? Or maybe the opposite, someone who refuses to see a doctor even when something is clearly wrong. Why is this dangerous? Over-medicating, taking too many prescriptions, or mixing the wrong ones can lead to serious side effects, organ damage, and even addiction. Many people continue taking medications prescribed years ago, even when they might no longer be necessary. More medicine isn't always better. Ignoring health issues, some avoid the doctor out of fear, denial, or stubbornness. They may believe it's just part of getting old, or I don't want to be a burden, but minor symptoms can turn into major problems if left unchecked. How to fix it? Balance is key. Here's how to take control of your health. Schedule regular checkups. Even if you feel fine, doctors can catch issues before they become serious. Prevention is always better than treatment. Review your medications. Ask your doctor if all your prescriptions are still necessary or if doses need adjusting. Get a second opinion. If a diagnosis or treatment doesn't sit right with you, seek another perspective. Doctors can make mistakes too. Listen to your body. Don't ignore symptoms just because they seem minor now. Early intervention saves lives. Taking charge of your health isn't about fear, it's about staying in control and making informed choices. Do you know someone who does this? Let's discuss below. Have you ever caught yourself cutting someone off mid-sentence because you already knew what they were going to say? Or maybe you get excited to share your thoughts and jump in before they finish. If so, you're not alone. Many seniors develop this habit, not out of rudeness, but from enthusiasm and a wealth of experience. You've lived through so much, and when you hear someone struggling with a problem you've already solved, it's tempting to offer advice right away. Why does this happen? Excitement to share wisdom. You've been there, done that, and you genuinely want to help. Slower conversations feel frustrating. Some people take longer to get to the point, and waiting can be tough. Fear of forgetting. You worry that if you don't say it now, you'll forget what you wanted to say. Desire for engagement. Interrupting can feel like adding to the conversation, but it can actually make others feel unheard. But here's the problem. Interrupting can make people feel dismissed, unimportant, or even disrespected. Over time, it may cause others to share less with you, leading to fewer meaningful conversations. People appreciate advice, but only when they feel fully listened to first. How to fix it? Practice active listening. Pause before responding. Wait for a natural pause. If you feel the urge to jump in, take a deep breath and let the other person finish. Repeat back what you heard. This shows you are truly listening and not just waiting for your turn to talk. Ask questions instead of jumping in with advice. Instead of assuming you know what they mean, say, "That's interesting, tell me more." Write it down. If you're afraid of forgetting your point, jot down a quick note instead of interrupting. Count to 3 before speaking. Giving yourself a moment can help break the habit of immediately jumping in. Conversations are about connection, not just sharing knowledge. When you listen more, people will actually value your words more when it's your turn to speak. Be honest. Do you ever catch yourself interrupting? Let's talk about it below. Do you ever catch yourself saying, "I'm too old for that"? Or, "That sounds too risky"? Maybe you've stopped traveling, avoid new technology, or even hesitate to drive at night. Fear can creep in as we age, sometimes without us even realizing it. What starts as a small hesitation, turning down an unfamiliar activity, avoiding a new piece of technology, or skipping a social event, can slowly turn into a pattern of avoidance. Over time, fear can shrink your world, limiting your experiences and making life feel smaller, lonelier, and less fulfilling. Why does this happen? Negative past experiences, a bad fall, a health scare, or even hearing about someone else's misfortune can create a deep sense of fear. Fear of failure or embarrassment. The thought of struggling to learn something new, whether it's a smartphone or a new hobby, can be discouraging. Overexposure to bad news. The media often focuses on crime, scams, and accidents, making the world seem far more dangerous than it actually is. Physical or mental changes, slower reflexes, weaker eyesight, or memory lapses can create self-doubt, leading to avoidance. Desire for comfort and familiarity. Routines feel safe and change can feel overwhelming, so it's easier to stick with what you know. But here's the truth. Fear doesn't protect you, it limits you. When you avoid new experiences, you're not just missing out on fun, you're also missing out on growth, connection, and confidence. How to fix it? Start with small steps, one new challenge at a time. Identify your fears. What are you avoiding? Write it down. Naming it makes it easier to face. Take small, manageable steps. Want to travel? Start with a weekend trip. Nervous about tech? Learn one simple function at a time. Surround yourself with support. Join a group, take a class, or ask a friend to help you ease into new experiences. Limit negativity. Turn off fear-driven news and seek out uplifting stories about people your age thriving. Celebrate small wins. Every time you push past fear, recognize your success and build on it. Life is meant to be lived fully at every age. Growth doesn't stop with age, it stops when we stop trying. What's one fear you'd like to overcome? Let's talk about it below. Have you ever found yourself saying, "Back in my day we had it so much harder," or "Kids today don't know real struggle"? Maybe you felt frustrated seeing younger people glued to their phones, dressing differently, or approaching life in ways that seem unfamiliar. It's easy to feel that the world has changed too much, too fast, and in many ways it has. But when we talk down to younger generations, we risk closing the door to meaningful conversations and pushing them away instead of guiding them. Why does this happen? Frustration with cultural shifts. The world is different now, and it's natural to compare it to the past, feeling unappreciated. Many seniors feel that younger generations don't respect the struggles and sacrifices of the past. Desire to teach and guide. Offering wisdom is valuable, but if it comes across as dismissive, younger people may tune it out. Romanticizing the past. It's easy to remember the good times and forget that every generation faces its own unique challenges. But here's the truth. Every generation has struggles, just different ones. What was hard decades ago isn't the same as today's challenges, but that doesn't make them less valid. How to fix it? Try understanding instead of dismissing. Ask questions instead of assuming. Instead of saying, You kids have it so easy. Try, what's the biggest challenge people your age face today? You might be surprised by the answer. Share stories, not judgments. Instead of criticizing, talk about what life was like for you, while also listening to how things are different now. Find common ground. Every generation values love, purpose, and connection. Focus on shared values instead of differences. Embrace change where you can. Learning about new trends, technology, or ideas doesn't mean giving up your own values. It means staying engaged with the world. Younger generations want to learn from you, but only if they feel respected. When we open our minds, we open the door to real conversations. What's one thing about today's world that you've learned to appreciate? Let's talk below. When was the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt, danced to your favorite song, played a game just for the fun of it? As we get older, life can become all about routine. Wake up, eat, handle responsibilities, watch TV, go to bed, repeat. There's a sense of acting our age that sometimes makes people feel like fun is just for the young. But here's the truth, joy isn't reserved for kids. It's essential at every age. Why does this happen? Prioritizing responsibilities over fun? The mindset of I have things to do often overshadows the need for joy. Fear of looking silly. Many seniors avoid fun activities because they don't want to seem foolish. Physical limitations. Energy levels may not be what they once were, making certain activities seem impossible. Loneliness or depression. If friends and loved ones are no longer around, it can feel like there's no one to enjoy life with. Settling into routine, habits become comfortable, and breaking out of them takes effort. But here's what people forget. Fun isn't childish, it's what keeps us young. Whether you're 30, 60 or 90, your heart still needs laughter, excitement and play. How to fix it? Laugh, dance, play. Your age doesn't define your joy. Find what makes you happy. Whether it's music, art, games or nature, make time for things that bring you joy. Step outside your routine, try something spontaneous, even if it's just taking a different route on your daily walk. Connect with playful people. Spend time with those who make you laugh and encourage fun. Let go of self-consciousness. No one is judging you. Dance, sing, be goofy. Happiness is more important than how you look. Schedule fun. Just like appointments and chores, make room for joy in your daily life. You're never too old to smile, to play, to feel pure happiness. Life isn't just about living, it's about truly enjoying the ride. What's one fun thing you'd love to do more often? Let's talk below. We've covered 12 common habits that many seniors develop, often without even realizing it. From complaining too much to avoiding new experiences, these little habits can slowly take the joy out of life. But here's the good news. Awareness is the first step to change. No one wakes up one day and says, I want to be a grumpy, stubborn or fearful person. These habits creep in over time, often as a result of routine, past experiences, or just the natural effects of aging. But just because something is common doesn't mean it's unavoidable. Aging is inevitable. Becoming a grumpy senior isn't. Your age doesn't define your mindset. You have the power to keep learning, laughing and growing no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. The key is to stay open-minded, curious and willing to make small changes. Instead of letting these habits control your life, choose to break free from them. Swap complaining for gratitude. Try something new even if it scares you. Listen more, judge less. Make time for joy and play. It's never too late to rewrite your story and create a future filled with positivity, fun and connection. Which of these habits did you recognize in yourself or someone you know? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on staying youthful in mind and spirit.